Vandaag reizen onze T-reporters af naar Brussel. Dit doen ze om de European Regions and Cities Week bij te wonen, waar momenteel meerdere conferenties gegeven worden die laten zien waar de EU aan het werken is. Laten we kijken waar Eyas zich bevindt.
Hallo allemaal, leuk dat jullie kijken naar deze nieuwe aflevering. Ik ben T-reporter Eyas Sawas en vandaag zijn we hier in Brussel. Vandaag zijn we in het Jacques Delors gebouw. We gaan hier vandaag conferentie volgen en daarna gaan we naar Square Brussels. Let's go!
So one thing that we really recommend to all the states is that they revise the rules and to make more flexible the way of voting. That means
I'm Maria Rodriguez, the president of the European Youth Forum, that is the platform of youth organizations in Europe.
Some political parties might say, okay, we'll take some young people in our party, but then we won't give them a voice. They will just sit down and just be there, but don't do anything. How will you make sure that they actually get a voice?
Yeah, we don't want youth participation to be tokenistic. We don't want to be just in the picture, so we want real power. So what we are asking the political parties, the institutions, is for meaningful youth participation. That means we are advocating for to lower the voting age to 16, so then 16 and 17 years old people can actually vote as well in the elections. Taking into account our positions, our concerns, and our opinions and suggestions as any other member. So yeah, that's really what we are asking for, that once we are there, we are really taking seriously into account. So we really want meaningful youth participation, not tokenism.
Lokaal content van wereldbelang is nog nooit zo toepasselijk geweest. Want vooral vandaag komen er van allerlei nationaliteiten honderden mensen naar Brussel, duizenden zelfs. Vooral hier in het Square-gebouw. Laten we een kijkje gaan nemen. Vandaag wordt ook de Megalici Niedzielski-prijs uitgereikt. Dit is een prijs voor aspirerende journalisten ter ere van 2 jonge journalisten die zijn omgekomen tijdens een aanslag in 2018. What is this prize exactly? What does it mean, this award?
Well, in fact, every year we organize a kind of, I don't like the word competition, but it is an invitation for young journalists to present themselves. Then there is a jury. They look at what they have done, what they are doing, and then there is this ceremony to recognize the value, the capacity, the engagement of young people. And we think this is the best way to honor the memory of 2 young journalists that died trying to combat a terrorist. So it is really worth fighting for freedom.
You said you feel a lot of pride. Could you specify what exactly you're prideful about?
I feel actually a lot of pride for people who every day choose to fight for my country, every day. And it's not only about like blood and soil and other stuff. There are a lot of other battlefields we have. Political, in media, in every other sphere, in the disinformation. But mostly of all, it's incredibly hard to fight this huge country. And what I take pride in is that we decided to do that. And we succeeded in it, but we still need help.
How are you feeling right now?
It's hard to talk right now, but I think what gets to me the most is that I want to show that my region, the northwestern part of Bulgaria, despite being one of the poorest in Europe as its whole, still has what to show and inspiring stories, people that have dreams, people that accomplish big things. So that is what is coming to my mind right now.
I think I was nominated because my picture had a good message, and I think it's a valuable thing. And yeah, I think because of that. I mean, picture speaks more than words, of course.
We hebben een ongelooflijk mooie prijsreiking gezien en een heleboel trotse mensen gesproken. Ik ga nou in het hotel lekker een dutje doen en morgen zijn we hier weer terug.
We zijn nu weer aangekomen bij Square Brussel, zoals je kan zien. We gaan nu een conferentie volgen die gaat over Project Forward, over de Noordvoerders en ook nog over 2 andere sprekers die een verhaal komen vertellen. En die gaan wij interviewen. Dus let's go! And what do you think of the project like Noordvoerders, Cohesiebeleid and Forward?
The projects are really great. They are really innovative. They're testing new solutions. They work together with citizens. They listen to people, and I think it's really important and what we need in Europe.
I think Noordvoerders has a lot of impact because we are part of the community. We are the youngsters. We know how they think. We know how they feel. We know what they like to see in the neighborhood.
I think it's super interesting. What I liked very much is the funding you provide for youngsters. It was very inspiring.
Why do you think Project Forward had a lot of impact in Tilburg Noord?
I think because we have a lot of youngsters involved in it, and we have a lot of system players and partners who are also involved in creating a cultural ecosystem in Tilburg North.
And you have to get away from that desk, stand up and walk into the city, find those people yourself, face to face, and not just try to do everything online or according to like the program that you have installed. No, just walk out and discover it.
We gaan nou een kijkje nemen bij een presentatie over fake news en hoe ze AI willen gebruiken om AI-disinformatie tegen te gaan. Iets waar ik heel kritisch in ben, dus ik ga er graag naar kijken. Laten we een kijkje nemen. What is the idea behind using AI to combat AI disinformation?
First of all, we've seen that young people, young generations are really confused. There was a recent study where people are voting less because of the confusion that disinformation is creating. The more people use social networks, the more disinformation there is, the more, sometimes anger at some point they feel as well. So there is, these disinformation schemes that happen naturally. Sometimes there are even jokes, but we need to make sure that young people, they are aware that this is happening and they are not confused all the time.
Being a learning AI, is there a risk of it backfiring and learning the wrong things from the articles it reads?
There's always the danger with AI. We make sure as much as we can not this to happen. That's why we go stepwise and we first create a rule-based system. So we collect data that they are credible.
Fake news tends to spread a lot more quickly across social media platforms, for example. Do you think that there's a discussion to be had about how maybe many people want to be deceived in the modern day and want to believe the more fantastical stories?
That's a very good question, because I don't know if people really want to find out the truth. Maybe they want to be deceived. And this could be also an aspect of art and aesthetics. So there might be a free expression, so someone could produce a work of art to denote something that perhaps it's fake, but actually to activate a kind of creativity or critical even thinking in this consideration that makes things more complicated.
Yeah, we need to fight against this. We need to make sure that people trust the news, that young people use it in a way that, we are aware and that they know that, we are doing something so that they are not confused.
We hebben een hele interessante week meegemaakt en ook net een hele interessante presentatie. Ik heb in ieder geval genoten. Ik hoop jullie ook. En ik ga weer terug naar Nederland. Doei doei!